The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Ravens and the football team, and it comes your way next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Brown.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nick Boyle, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Back to throw here.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And this is caught. It's Brown. They can't tackle him.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
These two teams all tied after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his right. Touchdown! That's caught. Nick Boyle ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned
the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Marquise Brown,
48 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because
the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Let's go.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people call this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for Washington, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Both of these coaching staffs with some big decisions to make coming up as the preseason draws to a close. This second half is going to be filled with a lot of evaluation. And to bring it your way, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Danny Johnson returning. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores.
It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 83 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it
the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. In the 3rd quarter here in DC, a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. And got his man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left.
Open man Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Sammy Watkins ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first throw for the backup Jackson. Flushed out right.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
35 yards. And the Ravens add on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about it.
Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Now Jackson on 1st down, sliding out of the pocket. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay
there to make the grab, and the Ravens continue to pour it on.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, team puts...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Escaping the pressure right.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Get ready, get ready, get ready. It's over, let's dominate.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll find Bateman once more.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Got a man, it's Kane complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Jackson will throw again. They'll roll him out right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.